Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. I'd like to say this is the first recording of the new year. Even though by the time you'll see this, it'll probably be a good ways into January, probably. And it won't be relevant anymore, but whatever. This is how I roll. I record things way in advance so I can kind of have them sit there so I don't have to record every single day, night cycle of time beingness. I don't know. Anyway, Um, so we're back. We're Katawa Shoujo. And we're gonna read Aranakano's letter, even though it's a piece of crap, and it only helped us once, but that was that one time, and yeah. And also, you might hear fireworks. I doubt you can, but you might hear fireworks. Just letting you know. Anyway, I can immediately tell from the envelope it's not about the official matters of any sort. Someone actually wrote me an old-fashioned handwritten letter. Who bears doing something like that in this day and age anyway? Yet, as unlike his project as CV1 sounds, there definitely is a letter lying on my desk. Classes for the day are over, so feeling pretty full from the big lunch I had unexpectedly eating at the cafeteria. I returned to my dorm, planned on finishing my homework, and probably skipping dinner or just eating light. I think I need to eat less than I used to. Maybe I just don't use that much energy, now that I don't do much beyond reading. However, the letter on my desk naturally caught my interest. It's the first piece of mail I received here at Maku, so it seemed special even if it was something as rare as a Hitler letter. Because of even more trepidation, his name is there, neatly written on the back of the envelope. I want to know. I have no idea why she should write to me. I haven't been in contact with anyone from my old school since I transferred. I'm not going to know the last person I expect to want me to write a letter. Last time I saw Anakna was terribly awkward, embarrassingly so. She came to my hospital room, peeled enough for me out of courtesy, and we practically sat in silence for half an hour. Said goodbye and didn't even look me in the eye when she closed the door. I know a natural ended a series of visits that are probably pretty painful for both of us. Every time she visited me in the hospital, I wanted to talk to her, but something stopped me every time. Every time I didn't speak, made the next time be even harder. I'm not always had this aura of fragility around her. I was shattered into pieces at the slightest disturbance. Initially, I thought it might have been that delicacy that attracted me to her, but after what happened back then, I felt as if she really shattered. It looked so sad I didn't want to say anything that might upset her, and I never could figure out what the right word to say. Whether that wasn't her fault, she nodded, and I really think it. She understood that if it hadn't been that, then sooner or later something else would have made her heart give out. Yet she looked so hopelessly sad every time she opened that door and into my room. So I never managed to say the things I wanted to say. And that might have hurt her even more. Carefully I opened the envelope and dropped the folded letter from within. Dear Sal, how are you? Hope you're well and happy at your new school. Everyone here misses you. Almost all of our second year class got together, put together during class 3-1 for the final year. So we're pretty all right now. They're going in the year. I'm sure you're inside this class as well. Students and seem anxious about final exams, so far away. Teachers just about any about us. Even old Mr. John, who is, by the way, our own teacher this year. You believe it? I was sure you're talking after the second year, but he is not waiting for exams. The main reason, I think things are like that because the main reason they're just useless. Doesn't mean I'm using on myself as well, although I feel reasonable in the exams. Isn't weird thing we're already seniors, isn't it? Time's really gone fast. I wonder where I went. The first year seems so innocent, seems so young and somewhat innocent. Keep one year I was like this my first year. I feel like next I was like this for first semester. The other thing I want to say, randomly because I felt like it's just something that shows the accident back in winter. Really great I didn't say it in person, and I have no excuse for it. Because at the time of visit, your hospital made me worried about you. I'm not talking about your health. You seem like you're more distant and disheartened. Not just about something that happened, I'm sure. But I somehow got the feeling you're giving up on something back then. Happiness, maybe? When I expressed my feelings, my words didn't come to me. Couldn't say anything that come for you, and I'm really sorry for not being able to support you when it mattered the most. Even though I like you so much. At least now I can finally be honest. Be back those quiet days in February and March. I tell you not to give up on yourself. That's what I would say. Maybe you wouldn't have dipped so far away if I just said something. Hope you managed to get back on your feet on your own. Now the distance between is also physical and also is more final somehow. What if we meet again? Perhaps for the best if we don't. So if you'd like to correspond with me, put me back, parents to hear about your school, how you're doing, wish you all the best, sir, you're not gonna know. Finish reading the letter I folded like it was and placed it on my desk. I don't know what to think of this. I feel empty and confused. Why now after all this time? This year I said I can let myself stay like this. I try to get on top of my own life. Reading this letter just reminds me what it could have been. Of course I wish I wouldn't to be here. Wish I want to be in the same clubs on Octo again. Maybe we could talk every day. Maybe we could talk every day now and go on dates. My life didn't go like that. I really didn't mean to remind her of this. I'm not going to need to write this letter for her own sake. I'm glad that she could, but it would have been better if I hadn't read it. Of course, she's right. I thought the same thing yesterday. I'd fell into a bit of depression, not trying to climb out. I read a page of my notebook, and I remember thinking how to frame my words. Write a short reply or not know. It was difficult to be really honest to her, but at least I tried to be somewhat convincing. I don't write to her about Yamako at all. I doubt she'll write me again, but not too bad about it. Hold my own letter to her as I have an envelope, set it next to Laranakuno's. I'll mail it to her later. I lay back down in my bed looking at the monotone gray ceiling. Bird sings outside my window, and a sudden gust of wind flutters my curtains. The summer afternoon feels still, as time stopped for every moment. Think about the things I've lost and will never regain. Thus the languid days of mid-June passed by. Mailer and Nakano received no reply. I was planning to ditch the old me, started observing fellow students even closer than I did before. I want to understand how other people cope with their own issues. I started thinking things I didn't see before. And I start seeing things I didn't before, and it makes you wonder if I've been wrong twice. Superficially, everyone is abnormal, yet it was strikingly normal that shocked me at first. I remember the way my new school played. I admired the way my new schoolmates turned my prejudices around just like that, by simply being themselves. Something I got used to is it. You noticing other kind of tones of people surrounding me every day. There is a soft, numb sadness all around me. I see the effort everyone's making just to get through the day, and how it weighs on their shoulders, like it weighs on mine. You're the brightest smile and just slightly subdued. Every other person with annoyance is just slightly dampened. It's subtle, but it's definitely there. Try to think what it means, and what I can learn from others. I wonder if, deep down, everyone as lost as I am. Is there even one person in here has truly found peace? I start to feel doubtful of myself once again. Can't decide whether people are happy, unhappy, or have just learned to cope and now live in an unfeeling limbo like I did all spring. I escape from these feelings like a towering pile of books I carried in my room from Eco Sanctuary. Otherwise, this will just shut me down even more. I start going in their club rooms more often, usually whenever I can. Rin too seems to spend more time in there than her own classroom. I was here tied towards the door at the very end of the corridor. The wooden door and the room behind it, smelling of paint and paper, seemed to mean more to her than the rest of the world combined. She has special permission to use the room, which I don't doubt at all. I don't think Moria would deny Rin anything. He seems to dote on he seems to dote on like an uncle upon a favorite niece. Object his affection, however, has no favorites. She says she appreciates teacher going extra mile for her sake, but when she says that, her expression is the same as always. She's already talking about a particularly unremarkable rock we saw the other day. I really can't figure out their relationship. We're not even letting anyone close. I don't even think Amy could say she's crossed the gap that seems to separate Ren from the rest of the world. I don't understand. It seems so indifferent, yet so passionate at the same time. Somewhere, the school bells ring and the last call of the day. Visitors have been zoning out for who knows how long. Days I sit up straighter and try to look as inconspicuous as possible.